What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so we're going to be hopping into the final uniform of the update here, which is going to be Wolverine's uniform. So here we have his X-Force uniform, looking pretty good. So now let's go ahead and check it out. So the uniform bonus is going to be decrease all damage received by 15% and increase ignore defense by 10%. So really nice. That's basically the effects of both of his other uniforms put together. So really happy to have that because I really like having the ignore defense just because I don't have very much on my card. So it really helps me out to have that extra 10%. And then of course the decrease all damage received is really good for Wolverine in particular because of his healing factor. And then we have 3 skill changes here. So the third skill right here, the change is going to be pretty much everything. So we have the increase damage by 100% for 2 attacks. So we have that kind of Nadia effect going on for the Wasp, you know, Nadia. So she was the first one that had that, I believe. Unless I'm missing someone, but I think she's the only one that's really had a effect like that where you can cancel a skill and get a damage proc basically effect off of it. And then we have a guard now being added, which is a guard against 6 hit for only 1 second, but that's actually going to be valuable because as you can see at the bottom there in the orange text, it says counterattacks when defending against an enemy attack. So you want to get hit when you use the third skill here. So having that guard is actually quite nice. It'll help protect him. But even so, Wolverine has his healing factor. So as long as you're not getting hit by like one of the purple attacks by a world boss or something like that, you should be okay to tank that hit. And then the fourth skill right here, it's just going to be a animation change because none of the text has changed. And then same for the 5th skill. So let's go ahead and hop into the skill preview and see what these new skill animations actually look like. Alright, so the skill 1 is going to be the same, and skill 2 is going to be the same, but nice, we got some like the yellow flashes going on now. Really nice, definitely like that. It makes me think of his more classic uniform when you see the yellow slashes. But anyway, now the 3rd skill right here. So as you can see, it's kind of just like a shield that he puts up, and it is for the counterattack. So as you can see, you're not getting any damage unless you actually get hit. So if we turn on the robots here, as you can see there, once we get hit, we counterattack. But as you can see before, if we go ahead and hit that, all we get is the guard up there. So see at the top, we have that guard against, well, it's only level 1 in the skill preview, so it's only a guard against 1 hits right there. But once we turn on the AI, and then we get the counterattack, now we have that increased damage. Again, this is only at skill level 1 for the preview here, so that's why it says 50% damage increase for 2 attacks. So you do have to actually have this skill go off, and I have had it before, like if you time it where the robots are not like in their, if they're in their cooldown for the thing, I've actually had the 3rd skill go the complete animation of the 3rd skill without getting hit. So there's definitely, you can definitely waste the skill. You need to get hit, so if you don't get hit, pretty much just out of luck on getting that buff. But now let's go ahead and look at the other skill changes here. So the 4th skill. Alright, looking really nice. So we got a lot more hits going on with the 4th skill here. We got a nice little slow-mo going on. But it's a longer animation, so you can't really, well, you can just cancel it like that and then go into the 5th skill. So the 5th skill looks like the change, again, like all of his other changes to the 5th skill, is just at the very end of it. So it looks like we have more hits at the end there, and it's a wider AoE for that kind of landing that he does right there. It hits the ground, so yeah, we just have a wider AoE for the 5th skill. So looking pretty nice. So I like the changes. The 3rd skill, I think it's going to take a little bit of practice to kind of start timing that, because you want to make sure you get hit. For World Boss Ultimate, you know, you can generally tell when they're going to attack you, so you can time it pretty easily, I would think. But you don't really want to time it with your damage proc unless they stack. I can't remember if they stacked. I'm trying to remember back to when I was playing with Nadia, and I can't remember if it stacked or not. But either way, if you wanted to try to get the most out of it, get 2 damage procs, you do your counter, and then probably would proc it on the 4th skill, and then try to get your actual damage proc on the 5th skill, because the 5th skill should be your most damaging skill still. And of course your ultimate skill here, because now Wolverine has his tier 3, I would assume would be the most damaging, especially since it looks really nice. Let's go ahead and finish out with the ultimate skill here, but I'll leave you with my thoughts on the uniform overall. Looks very strong, definitely the best uniform so far for Wolverine. I think it's a must buy if you're going to be getting Wolverine to tier 3, which I definitely plan to do. So far I've been very unlucky with 2 World Boss Ultimate clears and only getting 8% potential, so yeah, rip so far. Hopefully I'm not going to get 4% every time, and that takes like, what, 3 weeks? That'll take like 3 weeks to get them to... Oh gosh, I hope I don't have to wait 3 weeks to get him to tier 3. But anyway, I'm definitely going to be picking up this uniform, so I'm going to do that right after the tier 3 skill. Oh yeah, that tier 3 skill is looking really nice. Lots of slashing going on there. It looks really cool with the cinematic angles, so yeah. Really nice. Very happy for Wolverine and his tier 3. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be getting him to tier 3 as soon as I realize his potential, because I have all the materials I need. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick up this uniform in the meantime here. Boom, there we go. And now it's just a waiting game for me to get another 400 crystals, and it is time for Sabretooth. So I can have Sabretooth and Wolverine fully built, hopefully, because Sabretooth looking really good, so I plan to rank him up as soon as I get him. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.